Being a present father, being a present parent isn't just about being in the house all the time. It's about showing up intentionally. So just in case you're a father and you want to be more intentional, you want to be more present in the life of your children, maybe you want your partner to do better and you're looking for a guide for him, then this video is for you. Let's talk about 5 simple but powerful ways fathers can build strong bonds with their children even with their busy schedule. Hello everyone, welcome back to The Ideal Child. My name is Stacey Okoye. Today we are still talking about fathers. Yes, I think they don't get enough attention, so I'm using my platform to give them the attention that they deserve. Okay, don't mind me. That's on a lighter note, right? So when I was preparing for this video, I had the fathers in mind. But then, just right now, I'm like, there are mothers that are really busy. There are mothers that, as much as they would love to be that involved, that present, they might not have the time. So just in case you fall in that category, whether you're a father or not, although the title of this video says fathers, this video is for you. So the first one we're going to be looking at in this video is quality over quantity. Most times we tend to focus on what we do not have instead of putting our energy, putting our effort in the ones that we have. Oh, I don't get to spend as much time as I want with my children. I hear you. I get that you would love to have more time with your children. But guess what? You don't. So we are going to walk around what you have. In focusing on what you have, you should be intentional that the little you have is of a high quality. Because the truth is, even if you have all the time to spend with your children and you are not intentional about spending that time with them, defeats the purpose really. So the focus here is on quality. What are you doing in those moments that you are spending with them? What intentional acts are you bringing to the table while having those little moments with them? Remember, we are on a journey of being very intentional with our children. So yes, it might not be exactly convenient, but for the little time you have to make the most of it. One of the ways I think could really get them excited and all is to ask them what activity they would like to engage in, how would they like to spend time with you and all of that. It could get them excited and then they begin to think, oh, which activity should we get involved in? The excitement, they want to come up with something that they can really enjoy with you, and in giving them that opportunity to choose and everything, you're making it about them and not about you. And another point I think to note in spending quality time with your children is that you should be present. Remember, you don't have a lot of time. So in that little moment that you have, just forget about everything. I know it's not easy. I'm not saying it like it's exactly easy, right? But remember, we are saying that we are trying to be involved parents, right? It requires a lot. It requires a lot of training, self-training. It requires a lot of sacrifice. So that includes not being on your phone while you are spending that quality little time with them. Being on your phone shows that you are distracted. Even when you are talking to someone, a fellow adult, and the person is pressing their phone, it comes off as the person is not interested in what you're saying to them. It's important that you throw your phone to one corner and focus on whatever activity your child suggested. Don't just be present physically, be present emotionally and mentally. If you're not into the activity, if you're not into the moment, the child will know. So one tip I would give you, if you say you're going to be intentional, if you say you're going to be involved, be present. So number 2 on our list is communication. And you know how they say that communication is the thread that holds a relationship, is the heart of every relationship. That is not just a marital relationship, right? For every relationship, one of the things that helps build a stronger bond is communication. So we cannot remove communication out of the equation. And when I talk about communication, you might say, oh, I talk to my children. That I'm saying communication does not mean, how are you? How was the day? Yes, all those are good, but I would like to call them icebreakers, like you would in business conversations where you do a little bit of icebreaker before you get into the main thing, right? I don't think that if you are seeking a deeper bond with your child, that your conversation should just end at, how are you? Have you eaten? How was your day? Those things are beautiful, really, but they are just surface level, right? If you desire that close bond, then you should be more interested in deeper parts of their life. And the thing about this communication is, because it is between a parent and a child, usually you would think that it is the child telling you, you asking the child telling you. But I beg to differ. So if you would want to make that bond stronger, do not just ask the child and the child is answering. It's not an interview. Just as you're asking the child, make room for the child to ask you. And just in case the child did not take the initiative, tell the child, oh, I've been asking you, why don't you ask me? What would you like to know? And you know how wild and crazy children's imaginations can be. They get so excited and they begin to ask you a lot of things. And it is in your talking about it, laughing with them, just having that conversation with them. It is in that process that bonds are built. And the beautiful thing about being deliberate to communicate with them, it shows them that they matter to you. Just as you're communicating when you are present, it is also important that you communicate in your absence. You are unable to meet up with something that is important or a family gathering or whatnot. Communicate it. Oh, I would have loved to be there. I really would have loved to be there, but something came up last minute, and it is important because this. And if I don't do this, it's going to affect this. Yes, have the conversation. Don't say they are children. Have the conversation. Don't say, what do they know? What would they won't understand. Even if you feel like they don't understand, have the conversation. The conversation gives them a sort of closure. It's not like dad doesn't care. It's not like he would not have wanted to be there. But something that is really important for him, for me, and for the family is keeping him from being present. And you communicating that shows them that they matter enough to you for you to explain yourself to them. Communication is very important whether you are present or for some reason you have to be absent. Make sure you communicate, because even in relationships, one of the key factors that causes issues in relationship is miscommunication or lack of communication. When people are able to communicate effectively, you see that regardless of whatever hurdles that come along the way, they are able to get through it because they are able to communicate with clarity. So it is important that you communicate with your children. Do not say that they are kids, they will not understand. Just do it. Okay? The third one is physical touch. A lot of fathers are going to be leaving this group chat right now. And that is because most fathers are not. It's more like they don't do touchy feelings. And I don't even understand it. That hug, that holding their hands, that sitting close to them, putting your hands around them, that high five, that back ride, depending on their age, it means a lot to them. Physical touch has a way of increasing the bond in a relationship. So get close to your children. Yes, get close to them. Hold their hands. Even in public gatherings, I cannot stress this enough. Hold their hand, hug them, love upon them, carry them on your shoulders, back them, do other beautiful things with them. Do not shy away from these physical contacts with your children. It's important. As much as I know that, yes, some people are getting awareness in my generation, I also know that because some people did not have it growing up, it will still be difficult for them to give it because they never knew this. It's not normal to them. As much as they might be saying that, okay, it's important, it should be done, they might not know how to. So I understand that maybe growing up, you didn't receive it, and you might not know how to give it. Even if it doesn't come natural to you, force it till you mean it. Deliberate about these physical contacts with your children. It can help build up that bond. Number 4 on our list is affirming words. It is super important that you speak affirming words over your children. Tell them you love them. Tell them you're proud of them. And even when they make mistakes, tell them that, yes, you might have made this mistake, but I believe in you. I believe you will do better. In our last week's video, we talked about how fathers are the head. They are the ones that the children look up to, the first mentors of their children. Imagine that someone you look up to says these beautiful affirming words to you. Why won't you believe in yourself? No, tell me why you will not believe in yourself. Tell me why you will not try to do more. Tell me why you will not try to give your best, right? It is beautiful when fathers are intentional about the words they speak in the life of their children, because even the Bible says the words you speak, they are spirit and they are life. So be deliberate about the words you speak to your children. While we are on that, I hope we are no longer saying negative things to our children, like when they trigger us, when they get us annoyed. I don't know how that scripture said it. It was just like, can dirty water and spring water come out from the same place? Something like that. Emphasizing that you should not use the same mouth to bless and use the same mouth to curse. It is important that you do not say negative words or call your children bad names. Be deliberate about the words you speak to them, because words, they can make or break. And the thing with words is that you can't take them back. And most times it sticks with those people for a very long time. You might not know the words you might have said that is holding someone back. You that said it, you might have forgotten about it. But the person it was spoken to could be holding it close to their heart, and it could be limiting them from doing a lot of things in their life. So I urge you that you should be very intentional about what you say to your children. Be very intentional about saying affirming words to them, telling them how much you love them, how much you believe in them, how much of an amazing person they are. This can so build them up, because the thing is, when children are given lots of love and encouragement, it pushes them to try to be more, to try to do more, and all of that. And when children are deprived of this, they grow up constantly seeking these validations elsewhere. The last but not the least, know your child. I feel like this point sums up everything that we've said today. You cannot say that you are trying to be intentional with your parenting, you are trying to be an involved father, and you don't know the things happening in the life of your child. That's wrong. I saw a video online where the first question they asked the father, do you love your child? They said yes. They asked the child, do you love your father? He said yes. And then they went ahead to ask the father some questions, and then they asked the father, what class is your child presently? The father got it wrong. They asked the father, what is the name of your child's school? He was guessing, he could not get it. What is your child's favorite color? What is your child's favorite food? Who is your child's best friend? The father was not able to get any of them. And at that point, it was now looking awkward. The child was smiling awkwardly. Do not be that type of father. Do not let yourself be found in that type of situation. Know your child. Make deliberate effort to know your child. Know what they like. Know their favorite color. Know who they are talking to. Know their best friends. Know their class. Know the special events that happen in their life, like graduations, all of that. It is important that you are in the know when it comes to your child's life. Whatever you do not be ignorant. It doesn't tell good of you. Just in case you do not know, be deliberate to find out. The thing about being ignorant, because in that video, when the interviewer started asking the father some questions about the child's life, and the father could not get any correctly, you could see a hint of disappointment in the child's face. And this is why, for someone that loves you, for someone you regard, and the person knows nothing about you, it doesn't really tell that the person cares about you. It doesn't really tell that you mean a lot to that person. If you are intentional about something, you would like to know more about that. And that is why, even from the beginning, we talked about quality time, we talked about communication. It is in keeping all these things that you begin to know. If you're not maximizing every little chance or every little time you get with your child, you might not get to know deeper things about them. If you're not communicating with your children, you might not get to know deeper things about them. Yes, you could ask questions, but there are things your child can tell you that other people may not know. As simple as these tips are, they are very important in your journey of being an involved father, an involved mother, if it applies to you. You might not have all the time, but you can make the most of the time you have. With all the things you have heard in this video, starting today, be deliberate. Be deliberate about the moment, about the quality of time you spend, about hugging your children, about having conversations with them, about telling them affirming words. Remember that small, consistent actions leave lasting impacts. If you are blessed by this video, like, comment, share, and if you're not subscribed yet to my YouTube channel, do well to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification. I would love to hear from you. Which of these 5 points stood out the most for you? See you next time on The Ideal Child. Toodles!